Now, if you're a motorcycling enthusiast, then this should really catch your fancy. Now, Ducati has gone ahead and redefined what their flagship superbike should be like. And what's really exciting about it is, of course, its 195 brake horsepower capability coupled to a 165 kg curb weight. Now, do the math and you'll know what the buzz is all about. Of course, Adil got his hands on the bike at the Yas Marina circuit in the UAE and left the rest of us in envy. The Yas Marina F1 circuit in the UAE is a great racing setting with some spectacular vistas. Not that F1 drivers would have the time to notice though. However, it's not a circuit that was designed exactly for what Adil had in mind when he's looking for a quiet motoring afternoon at the tracks. His weapon of choice for the day? Nothing less than a new age superbike that sets a whole new benchmark for the rest of the world to follow. Ducati's 1199 Panigale. So what makes this original Duke so special?
The Panigale is radical in the sense that it dispenses for the first time the trellis frame, which has been such a hallmark of the bikes from Bologna. And also, very importantly, it's a bike made expressly for the coming decade. In the sense, we need less weight, more power, more fuel efficiency, better handling, and getting so much power out of so little displacement is really the key. But then, whacking out 10 kilograms from the whole package is something else also. The power to weight ratio really is the key to the Panigale's entire character, and that's what Ducati has done. The 1199 suspension is another key to the bike's performance. The higher spec versions have got the electronically adjustable setup. You can tailor it for damping, stiffness, or even for easy mode in the city riding condition. There are 3 different riding modes which are programmable from your left thumb on the grip. For city riding modes or for track modes, you cannot have the same setting as far as the bias of the weight is concerned, because you want a far more full attack mode where the weight is much more on the front end. So there's a small linkage over there, very ingenious. You just unscrew a couple of bolts over there and just switch the linkage setting up or down. You put it down so that the bias goes more towards the front. There's a full attack mode for racetrack use. You get it back to the upper thing, the bike is much more neutral, so you are far more steady in the road going position. It is ingenious, simple, and it works very well.
Well, that is a lot of techno wizardry. But does one need to be a wizard to ride it?
Oh yes, this is the billion-dollar question. It is completely race-oriented. It masquerades as a street bike, but it is completely race-oriented. There is no two ways about it. You need to have a feel for riding the bike like that. The Ducati, to begin with, felt very slow, but that was basically speaking the smooth power delivery going through in the low gears. But once you were above 5,500–6,000 RPM, it was a completely different animal, of course. And trying to keep the revs in that band, say almost about 8,000–9,000 RPM and above, that's when the bike became much more easier to ride. Most importantly, what we found out was she was so well balanced, the lightweight and that easy tipping over which you could put into corners helped us derive a lot of pleasure out of this machine.
Sounds like a hoot to ride, but what's all the Super Quattro business?
What determines any Italian machine in red, be it with 2 wheels or 4, has got to concentrate on its power plant. Like Ferrari is known for its V12, Ducati is known for its V-twins. This time around, the 1199 Panigale's engine is completely new. Even though the 1198 still does its business very well, The 1199 engine is completely new, 1200cc displacement, 112 mm dia bore. Must be one of the biggest pistons in the job in the world today. The Ducati spins its way to about 12,000 RPM plus. So you can understand the loads on the piston crown, how much heat dissipation needs to be done to really keep it going completely like that. It makes phenomenal power, but thanks to the clever electronics, you can ride it like almost crawling pace in 5th or 6th gear in the city. This is one of the defining elements from this motor.
So this should get competition like the BMW S1000RR and the Aprilia RS-V4 and other Japanese superbike makers to sit up and take notice, right?
This is a wonderful thing because someone makes a leap forward, the others have got to respond. Ducati have played their hand. Now it's up to the likes of BMW, Aprilia, Kawasaki, Honda, etc. to show what they could do to get back and close that little bit of a gap which Ducati has opened up.
Judging by Adil's take on the Panigale, Ducati seems to have reinvented the superbike and in the process redefined a marquee for whom building the ultimate racing machine seems to be not just passion, but rather a living, breathing exercise in engineering art in motion.